Liberty.tv. Hello, hello, hello. Oh, we are live and in colour and sound. And you've joined into the classic fixture of it should be West Beach Titans. West Beach Titans in blue versus the Southside Riptide in red. Team Wilson versus Team Scary, and I'm joined in the commentary booth by Sam Crayon.
Good on, Ben. With the amount of time we had to rehearse that intro, I think we would have nailed it. Hey?
Oh, something better than the classic Crayon banter. Yeah, absolutely. Ah, there we are, West Beach Titans. Lovely. So,
oh,
wow.
Yep.
And it's a goal.
Well done.
So the score in the last outing. So we've done this fixture the previous two times. This is our fixture. We've really made it our own. As you watch Scary.
You come for the game, but you stay for the commentary.
Absolutely,
right?
whip that rainbow flick across the end zone. I think I don't remember the score, but I remember it being underwhelming.
No, it was much closer the second time. It was like 3 points. That was pretty good. Huh. I think they were doing well until they called a zone, which I think notably 2 zones just got beaten then.
Yeah. I think that was that the theme of it last year? Last year? Well, it was last year. Yeah. Last fixture where we were just like spent half the game shouting, just "Why is there a zone?"
Railing on zones.
Yeah.
I think it was. And again, 2 ineffective zones by both teams to start off the game. Don't play zone.
Oh, yeah, we are. See, and they've now stopped, so hopefully they've learned. It only took them a year.
Yeah, they just play zone then, the transition zone,
well,
which is also like not good. Like if you want to play match in your defensive half, just let them get to your defensive half and then play match. Why tire yourself out for half of?
Do like a Japanese zone but match defense where you just like leave half a pitch? And
I like it when the Japanese do it because they've obviously practiced it and have a plan.
Are you suggesting that these teams aren't well practiced and don't have a clue what they're doing?
If you're playing Super League, you're an ad hoc team that never practiced. You should not play zone.
Rumour is Wilson's had his team practicing in the park.
Yeah, that checks out.
Connor's got it on the high side. Going to look for that inside. Sam Tonkin. Couple of errors today in the game. Lefty backhand.
Wilson's transition from switch from Tim.
Oh, he's trapped on the sideline. It's a high one. Maddox is there. Marty. Got it back, Marty. Marty. Oh.
Marty draws the defenders so Bish can go up the disc, which is clearly his plan.
Connor swings to Wilson. Wilson sees holsters.
Hold.
Wilson, though, had a couple of throwaways in the first point of the game. Maybe he's just relaxed. That is, I mean, a tough throw.
Cleaning up the fantasy points there. I see match just gets turns.
Yeah. Oh, like there. Sam Tonkin in match against Scary and gets the turn.
Yeah. Yeah. That's like I can understand the drop on that one because it's just the kind of throw that you don't expect where it just stalls for no reason.
That's a goal.
That side forehand. Level up 2-2.
That's a cost. Yeah, I don't think the Southside can. I've got an echo in the background, so you've thrown me off.
I can't hear anything.
It's saying on his phone. They can't do these mistakes. This is what's cost them previously. There's a couple of drops off the turnover. If they walk that in, they're in a good position. Now it's 2-2. They could be 3-1. Maddox and 30 though look like players possessed and wanting that win.
I feel like this is a favourable win for Southside though. Like you'd have to think they're the more hungry team.
Yeah, you'd think.
If you're West Beach, you're coming out here thinking like, okay, we're playing the guys that are 0-7. Surely, like you gotta come in with like too much confidence. You'd think.
Yeah, you think so. It's a lot of an experience though on that West Beach Titans side.
I've never done it, but you don't want to finish a Super League without a win.
Oh, in fact, I've done the opposite, Sam. I haven't yet to finish the Super League with a loss. There will be one.
Hasn't finished the Super League.
There will be one this season, but like, yeah.
What if you lose the whole Super League though? What if you come third?
It's like the last of Div 1.
It is the last, yeah. It's the last, and then there's Southside. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. I think they're ready for a win. They're primed for a win. I'm gonna send them good vibes, and it's either this week or next week. But they will finish the year with a win.
Who do you think's more beatable, you or Blue?
Well, no, we beat them last time. We beat them last week.
You beat them last week.
So,
okay,
so the question is you or... I think you are definitely the more beatable side.
Then Blue?
Yeah.
We beat them last week.
Yeah, but you're also the more winnable team. Like, Blue are just like a nice beige. You can paint your kitchen with it and not offend guests, but you're not going to win any style awards for like an Art Deco of the Year.
Oh, we need to take advantage of that 30 throw.
30's trying today.
30, I like this intensity from 30.
Maybe some stern words at train. Oh, where's the fullback flick? That is style points. Bryn just struggling to get off the line. That is not a good-looking forehand. But Nunu clears it up, and it's a goal. And for some reason, Brian is now being rewarded with an assist point he does not deserve.
2 points. They're all the same on the stat sheet, Brian.
That's it. That's it.
It's almost a shame that it's immortalized in video.
That is not good. But great awareness by Nunu. And Wilson, I know it's a stretch, but catch your Ds. And it all counts. You're right. You're right. It does all count.
He was too busy patting himself on the back. For
like, well done. Well done, me.
Great movement from Southside. Like they just have like patches throughout the season that look like that, where they just flow up the field. They look like they have pretty easy open underthrows.
Yeah.
There's nothing too risky.
And as we've both astutely said all year, because that's all we say is astute comments, when they move the disc like that, they're a top team. They've got the handlers, they've got the athletes, they've got the know-how.
They just gotta do it for long enough that they just can put it in.
What are you gonna say? You just gotta do it for love now.
No, they just gotta do it out of anger.
Hunger, desire.
Yeah.
Will Griggs on fire. Yeah. So the score is 3-2, Southside, Riptide. Neither team really, like, I'd say Southside are looking better, but neither team really looking secure with the disc.
Yeah.
Giving away some cheap turns.
I would say Southside are playing better defense, though.
Yeah, I think so. They're generating more pressure.
Where Speech are just waiting for a turn, it seems like.
I think you can do that, though. From, like, if you're going to go on previous results, you can just, like, wait for the turn to come, and then as long as you walk it in, you're fine.
Yeah.
And I think that's been the costly thing about Southside all year.
It's a little high-loose flick from Connor.
To hitting the far side.
Sando just parked himself underneath that.
That was...
He might have take a few more steps deep.
Sando's still capable of ridiculously athletic plays. Last week he got like a toe in on the line kind of thing. It was unreal. It's just like I'm sure NFL scouts were coming to watch him this game.
The mature age rookie, you're saying?
Absolutely. He's that mature student in your undergrad class who's got like loads of life experience. Marty deciding someone's stolen his stool. It's probably me. I'll swap you for the red one. Is that one of yours, the spin effects? We found Marty's stool. The person who took it shall remain anonymous.
Found it where you most expected it.
Yeah. I've pre-warmed. Alright, let's get a weather report. We haven't had one of those. It's a steady wind, 15 kilometers. 32-degree day.
25 kilometer gusts?
No, I think so. It's a thrower's breeze.
I describe the air as wet.
Wet. A wet air.
A moist air, if you like that word.
Moist. I'm okay with the word moist, and it's 30 degrees. Almost called it.
that must have been one of those 25-kilometre gusts.
Yeah, just
that we were talking about.
It did just blow up, just like the handler reset.
Yeah.
Hong picks up. Sam Tonkin goes.
Sando just forgot that he had 18 years of experience for a second there, I think.
That's a reset to Johnny. Johnny just got boosted today. He was telling us before the game. So he has no left arm. Hong resets to Tim. Good route by Tim. Looks like a pick's been called somewhere.
This will be the first big break of the game. Oh, and Scary just let
Wilson
go.
acres of space. Sam acres of space, and
I don't know if there was a miscommunication on the force or what.
Let's have a look here.
He's trailing by a fair bit. He needs to call a switch on 30, maybe? Maybe he did,
Oh.
and 30 didn't listen? I don't know.
30 seems to take position on Wilson.
I don't know who's 30's marking right now.
No. Well, I assume 30 was on. 30's been matching up against Sam Tonkin, but it looked like 30 positioned.
You'd have to take Wilson in that scenario,
himself.
though,
Yeah, absolutely,
right?
and then call the switch, plank yourself in the lane.
Yeah.
But 30 looked like he took position and then let him go by him. Yeah. Bizarre.
I'm not taking responsibility for this.
Yeah, that's not my problem. Hong looking dynamic on the line.
This is why he's so good. He's just
Always ready.
just always shredding.
A thick man. Would Hong be on your nugget line? I'd put Hong on a nugget
Nah,
line.
he's too wiry, I reckon.
That's 4:30. That's West Beach Titans going up.
That's the break. Southside not a historically good chasing team.
No. Who started out on O? Do you remember that far back?
Oh no.
I'm sure we can work it out. Fielded by Madx. Good fielding.
Cops it in the face though.
That's dedication.
Well done.
Puts it up. Takes some good yardage.
Yeah, gets his little 10 metres.
31st cut. Tim.
Oh, can
Getting
just give it
under.
to him. Nope.
It's a tough one. They're just going down the
He's
same
gonna have
line.
to look at Madx now.
Sando. Tim's
He's
deep.
way too deep.
Resetting. Nunu gets into the lane. This goes up. Nunu creating that
As long as
separation. It's a great grab.
Sando.
That's a
Yeah.
good cut by Nunu. It's a beautiful throw by Sando.
I think that was 80% the throw.
But if you look at it, Nunu here, we're a bit too near.
I
But
think the fact that
Nunu,
he's not in frame says
Yeah.
volumes.
Nunu actually does a great job of. Vish is very flat, so Vish wasn't listening to outbreak training this week, where it was about staying up downfield. But Vish was very flat, so Nunu attacks Vish. Vish kind of gets a bit flat-footed, falls off to the underneath, and then Nunu takes position, explodes deep in a straight line that opens up the throwing lane by Sando, and does a good job bodying. That Vish needs to set up either under Nunu and give Nunu the under, or set up deep. That no person zone, that's no good. And Nunu does a great job attacking him.
I
And
would say I agree with all of that, except Nunu is 10 metres too deep. He's not even in frame there.
Can you beat my question to your very valid statement of Nunu starting way too deep? Is can you be too deep when A, you score, and B, Sando is on the disc?
That is. I feel like that is Sando's prodigious skill making Nunu look better than he is.
And Sublime, if you're watching, Nunu's still without a club for the open season.
Great player though, great player.
Nunu?
Yeah.
Yeah. Would love to see him get back into it again.
Yeah.
Just like you, Sam.
I'm in.
You never left. Well,
most throws in the league, maybe?
well, I look forward to seeing your EOI for the mixed season.
Oh, you mean back into playing interstate? No. Okay, I'd really, really hate to see a zone right now. I feel like this is the most favourable wind you're going to get for it. And I don't want it.
And they're going out on defense.
Just force backhand, force towards the home side if you want to try and use the wind to your advantage in some sort of way.
Yeah.
Even then, I still prefer the forehand force, because throwing a forehand into the wind is harder. Unless you're Sando. Just say to your players, we don't need to play a zone right now. If we play really hard match, we're going to get the D.
I mean, they could, or they could throw a cup.
No.
This looks like...
No,
actually, no, Scary's got their hand up.
Yeah.
And...
I think...
So it looks like I'm hoping...
You know it's a zone if they don't look at the other line, but I think there was some eyes going to the other line.
So I'm hoping that hand by Scary, they would put the hand up, getting the matchups, and not like, we're going to throw the cup there.
Hard match, don't play the cup. I would also like to see Nunu throw an outside-in pull there.
That is a noodle. Easy field.
Well, it's like it went a long way, but it went there really quick. So you just
okay, good. They're running out a horizontal. That's a different look there by
needs
Blue.
To chase here. He's done all right. It's a forest of disc in the middle of the field there for seemingly no reason.
I assume that's a few turns though, Sam. Now, which disc is in?
I think it's the one closest to us.
I assume there's lots of potholes there. That's the only reason I can think.
But
nice reset there by between madx and Scary. Scary lofts it. Nunu's free again. Wilson nowhere to be found. Wilson probably got caught poaching there, and it's a good throw.
And
well
I feel
weighted.
like Blue gets lazy. Blue gets lazy on defense.
Wilson underneath, looking
Nice
for that under.
Nunu's
filtering deep. Wilson's just standing in that line, and then that's just a great touch
That's a
throw.
Good throw. Like, you'd think, I can understand Wilson's poach there. You'd think in this wind, there's probably not a lot of throwers that are going to put that up, like Sando, and that's about it. But Scary's done really well there to stick it to Nunu.
And that's 5-4. That's 2 breaks. Two.
Yeah,
oh, sorry. Put it in and a break. 1 break.
Yeah. They just got to hold this nerve. Like, I feel like they're not doing anything surprising. They're not doing anything like that's tricking anyone. They're just playing well, and it's hard to stop that. You take photos of Tim's bike shorts?
Oh, that's gorgeous. Rex, Katie, can we have is it possible to get a zoom in on Tim? Just for the viewers at home. Look at that.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a...
You don't want to blind people at home. You should have told everyone to turn the brightness down.
Oh, don't. That's a peach. That's an absolute peach. Thanks, Katie. And if you like...
I think you really tricked her into doing that, though.
If you like bespoke footage like that, then please jump onto AltiTV Patreon, where you can request a peach service. Request a peach service is non-legally binding, and I don't think it's actually a service they provide.
The Tim Cam, I think, needs to return.
But for a price of a cup of coffee a month, you can request peaches and Tim Cams.
Another pit call, making the game better, as usual.
Absolutely. Speeding it up, making sure people know you know the rules.
Making it dynamic and exciting for the viewers.
The barrier between getting Frisbee into mainstream sports and the Olympics, I think, is more pit calls needed. Connor looking to juice it. Vision the reset, shut out by Wesley. Wesley does a great job. It goes up. Marty's going to get it.
Yeah,
Marty's a big unit. Great reader of the disc. Composed. Shiner with the slide.
Winding back the clock to his late 30s, I would say.
Oh, and then throws it out.
And then winding it right back to his early 20s.
The throwing of the hat was probably a better throw, but you know that's now triggered Shiner. If anybody's going to use that to get a block, it's going to be him.
I think you're thinking of someone else.
30 decides those open options weren't for him and calls a timeout. Timeout called by 30.
Don't like that.
It looks like it's going to come in at 4 seconds. I don't like that either, especially because there was a couple of free options up the line.
Yeah, I thought so.
We've got a game. We got a game on our hands.
I feel like we've had a game every time. and then
I don't know.
the game dies a little bit.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, I'll give you that. But they seem in a better mental place than they previously have. Like, before when they're like trading, it always felt like they were struggling to hold on. But it now looks like they're almost in control of the game, and they're looking composed, and West Beach are forcing some things which they're not used to.
I think this might be Ferdy's game where he evolves into his next form. He goes Super Saiyan and actually takes control of the game.
What do you reckon?
You can have all the skill you want, but if
Yeah.
you don't actually like use it to better your team, then it's kind of wasted.
The blusts, those 25-km/h blusts have started picking up, so that timeout I'm more unconvinced on.
Yeah, it's never.
That's where the pressure comes. It gives West Beach a chance to. If Wilson, I don't think Wilson's going to think of it, but like set up a little lane poach.
Looks like
Johnny
sack out of the timeout.
Interesting.
Where people don't really know where they're going.
So it looks like Johnny's taking control.
5-man host stack.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Or a split stack of some sort. I don't know.
I don't know if Sando's.
Looks like vert stack on the far side.
It's a rocket. It's a T stack, which is an interesting choice for a size. So you have the vert on this, like exactly what you said, but I just gave it a fun name. Yeah, look, it looks like a T.
I get it.
Look, you don't get it?
I get it.
Okay. This is where if I had a
pen.
Get some
graphics?
Yeah, I had a pen. I could draw a massive T. Oh, that's a good throw.
I feel like that could have been done without the use of the timeout. Curtis needs to move out the way here.
On the sideline. Yeah, absolutely. That's good touch. Overthrown. Maddox does a good job.
People are too deep. Brian's in the end zone. He needs to come out. Someone yell at Brian to get out of the end zone.
30 needs to look now. Go at the line. Over the top.
What is he doing? Well done. Is he in?
30's calling the goal. They're still talking about it.
Oh,
Marty's now calling a foul.
I don't know. I think Brian might have held his ground there.
Yeah, I think so too. Let's have a look at this. So, 30's just slow to react. Gets the line. You could probably dish it there.
This guy wasn't really looking at him.
And then it goes up. But I think Brian just held his ground. I think that's fine.
I don't think that was anything. There was much ado about nothing there. Brian's allowed to hold his ground.
I'm giving Connor some signals. Connor's ignoring me because it goes against his team.
I think we're the last people they ask. But we'll be vocal about it.
Yeah.
Like, if Marty chose to jump, like, let's say he was in
like, Marty's saying he felt hands in his back, but I think...
But that was him moving, like, Brian's allowed to protect himself.
Yeah, Marty's definitely going backwards into Brian.
Yeah.
If Marty felt hands...
yeah, don't like this. I think I feel like Marty's going to watch the footage and be like, that might have been a mistake.
Yeah. We don't know though. We got this angle, which is a great angle, but for all we know, let's give the benefit of the doubt. Brian's got a shiv and is shanking Marty as Marty hands go up.
Jabbed him.
We're just asking questions on this live stream.
Marty chose to jump. There's no unimpeded jump that's getting that.
Whatever it was released off. To a maximum of 6. You didn't get the tones and the emphasis of my question mark.
Yeah, do it 6, whatever.
And it's gone up again, and they got 30. Goal.
Yep.
There we are. I think they deserve that. The disc does not lie. We know that. We've played the sport long enough.
That's what terrible people say.
Exactly. As Sarah Lee just gets free in the end zone on Queen's League. But it looks like there's another call.
I feel like that disc was lucky to drop out of the air into 30's hands there.
Lucky?
Lucky.
You make your own luck, Sam. That's another thing that terrible people say.
Yeah.
Look, it's just a product of hard work and desire.
I have to go and collect my dogs.
Okay. So that is 6-4 to Southside. That's their 3rd point in a row. They're doing a great job. As Pickles is on the field, and I've lost a commentator as Sam fetches Pickles. Good job, Sam. Triple threat: handler, dog herder, subpar commentator. When he listens to this back, haha. Yeah. And this another downwind D point there by Southside Riptide as Madx has got the pull ready to be wound up. As a disco's up, it's an outside looking low, worm burning. The roll well fielded there by Sam. Hong picks up, passes to Connor, slings it. Johnny's got it. It looks like they're throwing a zone. It goes up. Brian's not there. Good to get to by Sam. Marty swings it to Connor. That is using the disc now. There's gaps in the middle. Wilson on the high side. Looking around the corner. Connor looks to swing. No continuation downfield though. Cup slow to get across. Crash by Tim. Tim looking, probing through the middle. Slings it. No around options, so it's going backwards. Nibbles. No options, just a pop to Wilson. It's fine. See him happily just moving it, looking where the gaps are. Back to Wilson again. They're just happy moving it. There's no real pressure. Scoot over the top by Johnny to Tim. Tim swings to Connor. Connor back to Tim. Seems to be contained. Oh! And that's a contested disc. Marty calling him a foul.
Ooh.
Oh.
Maybe. Probably. You don't think so?
No, I don't think so. I think they're both coming into the same space.
Just a strip or a foul?
Connor again getting hand signals, pretending he can't see us. I don't think Marty had control, so I don't think there's a strip. Marty calling uncontested. He is a spirited player.
He is.
He is. So I'll give him that. I'll give him the Brian shiving in the back. And that's good spirit.
Brian's fault,
in this sport, you're empowered and encouraged, if you want to call it, to think about it, and then that shows good maturity and good spirit to retract it. D by Tim Stevens. Third, he's got the disc going into the disc pit.
What? Do they have more timeouts? That's a turnover, isn't it?
No, you add to the So they have 30 calling a timeout. They've already used 2, so that's going to be a +2 to the stall count there. Used to be a turnover, but no more.
Is it?
No more. It's +2 to the stall count.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And that's what you should have done first, rather than just calling a timeout.
Yeah.
It's just, he's trying to control the game, and that's good. Tim, great comms though. Tim saying he's gotcha. Nunu gets it, swings it, good. Now needs to get out of there. He's got 30 on the round. That's good movement.
Yeah, they're looking good, I think.
Do you reckon it's going to be a throw or a timeout? Good disc. Nunu there. Wes needs to get out the lane. Good. Good cut. Good break throw.
30 is taking control, and I like it.
30.
I like that
Tim.
Tim
does well. Wilson just got ran around.
Yeah. This is good intent from 30. I feel like he's just grabbed his team by the scruff of the neck and
give me a notebook,
dragging them over the line.
So it's Sean getting ready for the game against my team. I don't know why Sean's got the notebook when it's Sam Crayon's captaining it, but
I'm like the deep state of Northern Flyers. Like you don't know that I'm there, but you know I'm controlling everything.
Keith, forget the scoring. Just watch this. Watch this notepad. That's your job, Keith. 7-4.
7-4.
7-4. 7-4. No timeouts remaining. 7-4. I like this. They are looking calm and composed.
Brian's absolutely gassed from standing in the stack that whole point.
Brian runs a lot, not particularly quickly
to
in
get on
that
the
direction,
line,
but you can't fault his lion heart. He's someone that will lay his body on the line.
Is that a medical problem?
I think so. That's someone who will give it his all, but his all is 50% of a normal human's capacity. But he'll do it with passion and desire. And that's why Brian is my 7-4 player of the point. Queen's League sense something's about to happen of silence and all crowding the sideline.
Take the time out.
So, the last time
Are you
we
saying
spoke,
this is 8-7 to Riptide? To West Beach, sorry?
8-7 to West Beach Titans. Last time we spoke about the score, West Beach Titans are up 4-3.
Yeah.
Connor unleashes, looks wide, but Marty looks like he's got a good read on it. Goal.
Oh, 30's getting torched right now. Made up a bit of ground, but just had zero play on that disc.
Yeah. So this is a 30 just needs to like dig dive into whatever cardio reserves he's got and just see out the point for half. I don't think he's been doing much cardio though. Just bad about for everyone's training.
If Southside can punch this in, game is on.
So it looks 1, 2, 3.
And I feel like if Southside punch this in, this takes a lot of the pressure off our game later on.
Yeah. We could just have
this evening.
A jolly, is it? I don't know. Would we be guaranteed?
Must
Nothing's guaranteed
well,
in
I
the
think
world.
If you win, you would be guaranteed. And then if we lose but then beat Southside next week, then we would be guaranteed.
Well, that sounds like the gentleman's agreement, doesn't it? Did we have finals last year at the Super League?
We didn't, no. I
No.
don't think we've done finals for a long time.
I vaguely remember going 9-0. I don't know if I mentioned it, and then not having a final. So you can't get upset.
But you also didn't pick the team, nor did you pick any of the other teams, which made your team a lot better.
Who says I didn't pick the team?
Your team picked itself.
That's like, it's like, would you rather have a world-class player or diarrhea?
And I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, there were a lot of maybes on your EOI, and then you played every game.
Are we talking about? You must be confusing me with Nick.
I think you were the proto-Nick.
But I was pick 1, so like those maybes had no impact.
No impact on what?
Wilson deciding to pick me at number 1. He was like, Ben looks like he can only play a quarter of a game, but I will have him anyway.
Well,
bang. That is
just underthrown.
Oh, and a misread by madx. I don't know. Let's have a look.
I think this is... Has he been hurt right in the pride?
There is a touch, but I don't know if it's madx or Johnny.
Is there a touch? I don't know.
Yeah, the disc changes. No foul.
No foul. Scary just need to put that harder. Like, I don't know why we're seeing all these floaty throws to this corner. Like, just give it a bit of power.
If you ever shoot him, good.
Yeah, just anything. I don't know.
Sean's also on the energy drinks. Like, what's going on? That's a man who's...
I don't know.
He's really serious.
He's giving 200% tonight.
Absolutely. That wouldn't float on the East Coast Force. East Adelaide Force. I don't even know what team we are.
You have a substance policy?
Yeah. We're all natural.
Tim's
less
playing
caring.
Good defense on Tim.
2-1-2.
Hit called. Oh, no, not a pick call.
Brian on Johnny and Curtis on Marty.
That was
you
a
just
switch.
run there.
Tim's going to have to get low.
Oh.
Doesn't get low.
Sando picks up.
Brian needs to get the disc here because Tim has taken his
And then Curtis, so what happened there was Tim, and what I didn't like there, Tim Stevens, it is. Tim Stevens had yards of space. That's a Brian learned to, and then Curtis still kept going deep, which dragged Marty deep. So there was no open receiver. And when you got Tim Stevens, who's scoring one of the top amount of goals, You want Tim Stevens going deep. Looking for the reset. Scary.
Scary just gets torched up the line. He needs to call it injury.
Pit called.
I feel like
Scary calls an injury.
you just run that down and try and make a play.
It's the second pair of ankles Johnny's taken.
I feel like that looked like knee to me.
Yeah.
Just no good. I feel like ankles you can kind of warm up and just suck it up, but knees are a bit of a different beast.
Could be crucial about their talismanic. Good reset. Oh, he floats it. It's on Hong's head.
That way out.
Maddox does well. That's
Where's
a D for
going?
Maddox.
Look at Sando, maybe?
Sang, did you get the D for Maddox?
Curtis is so deep.
Yeah.
Everyone needs to come under. Everyone needs to come way under. Oh, my God. Yeah, and that's just... like, that's the... okay, Brian makes the drop, and, yeah, like, slap on the wrist for that. But the stack, my God.
Yeah, it's
like,
so deep. Oh, Curtis, that's it. I've got you, brother.
Yeah, that was the...
on Connor Fletcher, number 70.
That was the best bros play right there.
Yeah. Now, if you're tired,
this is as deep as you need to go. Like
Wes is on Anna. Oh my God,
Brian
that's a
cuts
shame.
off everyone.
Yeah.
And now they're so deep.
Tim Stevens to Sando. That's good. Wes get out the deep
Now,
space.
Oh, that throw to Tim. Oh my. Now Tim needs to come under.
Curtis is there. He's not looking at him. He doesn't want him. That's no.
Well, okay. Gives up 20 meters.
Rather than throwing it to a player.
No. Who's poached? Curtis is poached. He needs to come to this fat side here.
Now he throws it to
the
Curtis.
harder throw. Timeout.
So they're really suffering without Scary on, without Nunu on, just generating that middle. They're running like the bottom end of Southside are running hard and giving it all, but it's just a few like inexperienced decisions, like cutting from the 2 and someone's cutting from the 5 and not bailing and hanging too deep if you don't get it.
I feel like this is where Maddox and Ferdy need to recognise that this is an important point. You're like less experienced players don't need to throw. As soon as they get the disc, you just charge up to them, yell at them, and go, give me the disc, and I will make the play. And then they'll feel so much better about it because when they get that disc and dish it off, they'll know they can get it back so they don't have to make the play with that throw. They can wait for the next few throws. But they've got a long field to work with. A difficult wind for Titans. This is the point. I want to see Southside get this point.
Yeah, this is a crucial one. 8-5 is a different beast than 8-6, 7-6.
Something is setting off the dogs.
Release the hounds.
Yeah, the match is working for Southside though. Right. Generating a lot of turns. Hand blocking that point by Curtis. Well done.
So here, some of the stuff Scary's saying in the stack is, if you're tired, just stand in the stack.
I think he needs to say to his power throwers as well, like, get the disc back. Is Sando on this point? I think he is.
Yeah, I think he is.
I feel like he's getting destroyed by Anna though. I had Anna on me, mark me a lot last week, and she is an absolute pest. She's the way players like Sando and myself like to lose players is just bore them into poaching. But Anna just has too much concentration for that.
That's a tactical substitution. Get Tim off, bring Sam on.
Yeah, Tim, no good at defense. Or offense.
Offense, or just frisbee in
Just
general.
good at having a good butt.
And if you like Tim's butt, drop us a comment.
Get in the comments.
Johnny at the back. Sets to Hong Kong with Nunu.
Went to the word called the weak side of this field. Nice little swing. I'm a little bit worried that Red is going to run out of legs this game. I think they're playing good defense now, but how long can they keep it up for? Like Curtis, if he was just pumping a little harder, he probably could have had a play on that.
Endon cutting hard on offense.
Sando's a bit flat-footed. Even that throw's got a bit of float. Right.
That's a shot through the middle. That should be punished. Another shot through the middle. Yeah, they're just lagging behind now, and they've just got to walk it in like that.
Yeah. We also jinxed the hell out of them as well.
Commentator's curse.
Yeah.
The chance. Now there's got to steady the ship, get the experienced legs on, get some, just walk it up.
I feel like Sando should be on this point. Like,
I think so.
just play, like, no, you're probably the best thrower on the field of both teams. And just be like, I'm playing offense.
An upwind offense for half.
Right.
You'd want Sando on.
And if somebody wants to put you on a defense point, just say like, no, I'm going to play offense. Like, we're up by potentially 2 points if they can put this offense in. I'm just going to stay on the field when it's the go.
I really want Southside to put this in.
I really
This is
do
why I've
too.
gone a bit quiet. I
Have
can't.
they won a half this season?
No, I don't think they have. They had the
think so,
habit
yeah.
in the first two games of going like 4-1 up on us, but I don't think they've won a half.
This is the time to do it, though.
Just care too much, Keith. Pull goes up by Tim.
Yeah.
Zong.
I like
That's
that pull
it.
shape for this wind.
That's lovely. Makes it hard to field.
Hard to catch.
Oh,
like,
good
comes down
boy
with a
for
bit
this.
of, 30 is just doesn't want it.
Oh. God, it's the worst.
Yeah.
No one was there.
I don't know, like, that's the first thing, when you're playing an offensive point, that's the first thing you call, like, someone's going to field it and they're going to center it to someone, right?
Yeah.
Like, that is the first, that's the pull play, and then you, like, call some bullshit cutters who, like, suck at their job.
Yeah.
And then you just play Frisbee, but you call the centering to someone.
Yeah, yeah. And then that's just forcing it. Like, it's like, just a meek cut there by 30 and... That's
Like,
it.
honestly, it's 7-all now.
And they look...
Southside look like they're down by 8 points. Like, this is how I play when I'm, like, getting absolutely destroyed.
Look, some heads are down. 30,
You're still... The scores are even, and you've got the offensive point.
Brian's
Like,
sitting there in his
you're
chair,
technically...
head down, looking glum. Yeah.
They're technically winning.
I'd say they are. Yeah. They were down, and then they rolled it back. And now what you're seeing is the classic Frisbee of ebbs and flows and game of two halves and all those cliches. And it's game of momentum, swings and roundabouts, whatever you want to say. And now we're just seeing the West Beach Titans. So compose yourself, walk it in, take the half, take the momentum, and then you reset and you go out again.
Yeah.
Looks like they're sending out the starting D-line. West Beach Titans. I don't know if it's true, but I like to say it because it makes it seem like they care. No Nunu again. Nunu's taken 3 points off now.
I don't know if he's injured or what, but
He's been having a stormer.
oh, well done by Scary to clean up Batty's. What I have to imagine is a stall 9 throw. Oh, this could be a shot to Sando. He's got to go left. He's got to go left.
That's a great read, great body,
great
and
body.
a goal, and that's half.
Great job, Southside.
Way to get the job done.
It wasn't the most pretty offense. There was some
No.
stall 9 throws. Scary took a huge grab to save the point. Anna is all over Sando here, but he does puts the body in the right position.
Yeah, good experience, good read.
That is some Wombats level receiving right there.
Someone asked Dingo level receiving there by Sando. They still look down.
Let's go.
Rally. We go again. Beautiful. Good half of Ultimate.
Okay, back for the second half. So it looks like Southside coming out on a D, which means that half just ended on serve after about 1 million breaks. Looks like Titans are coming out with much more intensity right now. Still like this match defense. Oh, 30. Another game-ruining pick has been called. I feel like people need to utilize the, 5 seconds before you have to actually call it to see if it made a difference. There's still an argument about, because the pick happened a while ago, but I don't think it affected the play. I think everyone's agreeing that it didn't affect the play, but it happened so long ago. I think Ferdy's going to get the disc here, which I think is the best call.
All right, and I'm back. I've just entered for Disc Golf Nationals doubles.
Oh, really?
It says order number 28 and
28, like
28th order. I assume of like entering Disc Golf Nationals.
So that means there's only
4 spots left, I think.
I better get Sarah onto that.
Yeah. You can use my phone if you want. And if you're at home and you haven't done it, just wait a few minutes for Sam.
Please.
Alternate doubles. Get a Yukon disc and a drink.
Nice.
25. You can get like, I guess you want to go Div 2 anyway.
I do want to get Div 2.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm too elite to be Div 2.
I don't know my ADG number then.
Surely you don't have to put it in. You can enter that later. You can find it, but... the 30 gets to Curtis. Curtis on the sideline. Take pick called. Curtis does a good job holding on to
So what?
it.
Did Ferdy retain the disc?
30 swing it to Curtis. Curtis on the sideline. Looks like a high stall count. They've just kind of like recognized that Curtis on the sideline and sagged off a bit, making the resets to be wide. Good. Scary does a good job getting the disc. 30 at the line, round, through the middle, should have gone round, and Sam does a good job getting the D. That's a mistake. Does that count as a throwaway? Good. Sam barely had to move. Yeah. And that's it. That's 8-8. Get the chance. It's easy to just use my card that's loaded on that. Yeah, nice. Nunu off again. Looks like he's carrying an injury. Tim has grazed him, so he's looking for some first aid. That's two major players out at the moment, sideline for now being. So hopefully Southside now can just walk it in, steady it, recognise they are still in the controlling position with a bit of a downwind if there is a wind bias in this game. They're really taking the time now. They're using the whole designated time. He's Pokemon going. Tip pull come up by Tim. Big inside. Flying, carrying all the way there. Maddox centers to Sando. It's back to Maddox. Scary's at the one. Quick shot in. Good dive and good layout grab there by 30. 30 shoots to Scary. It's going out too far right. There's an overshoot there by 30. Not enough shape. Tough throw. There, here we are, Hong. Now they've got to... Hong's picking up, and it's a long old walk for Hong. Long old walk for Hong. On the low side, trapped on the sideline, tough position, but if you're going to back anybody to get out there, it's Zan Hong Mok, as he does to Johnny with a nice under. Johnny crams it, 30's there, 30 didn't leave his feet. Marty shoots through the middle to Sam. Sam to Shiner. Shiner looking to reset to Johnny, then attacking the line. Engaging with Hong. Oh. Tim shoots after the run through. Wes is there. Shiner's got it. Wes does enough. Great D there by Wes. Great pressure D. Interesting.
Baddock swings to Brian. 30 needs to get himself back into... Oh, Baddock needs to lane. I just couldn't get it back off of Brian. Now, Blue have a really short field to work with here. Haven't set up the isolation, which I don't really like to see. Looks like it might be Marty kind of wants to... Yeah. Baddock just lets him in. Oh, no. Call? Maybe? Yep. I think Baddock's calling a pick on the mark of the throw, which is understandable. Like, you can't use that player as a shield when you walk past him. Well, I feel like he's been taught down, but eh. West Beach up, 9-8. Looks like Tim's left leg is looking pretty mummified right now.
Tim, he's grazed it, I believe, on
this wet, soft ground.
There must be a few wet patches. No, I feel like Baddock's had not a lot of recourse there. All right, we've seen Southside be down 1 point before, and they clawed it back to 7-4. So they've definitely got it in them. Let's see if they've got the legs to run out this last, 10 minutes of the game. Yeah, they just got to get back into it and go up and then hold it. It's a good insight, isn't there? Right,
Yeah.
okay, there we are. Got it.
this is going to fade left.
No, that's gone out.
Yep. Marty's complaining that Tim touched it about 6 metres out of bounds when he got the hand block. Alright, Conor picking up from the sideline. This could be anything. This could be a high release flick to the end zone. Some sort of around that misses Hong completely. You never know. Marty's made a good undercut though, bailing him out of making any sort of decision. 30, you'd think he's going to chase this down. What's that mean?
I'll ask.
I'm just going to refund it.
Yeah.
We'll transfer it. I think we've got your details.
Yeah, that's fine. There's only 15 people registered so far, so you're in. Yeah.
Nice. So 30's done really well to get that D back, and now they've got to put this one in, you'd think. Oh,
So that
30 had enough steps there. There we go.
they are just looking. They're almost falling back into the same suspects, which is kind of
Little
almost
flip
what
to
you want to
Sando,
do.
no, didn't like it.
Not happy for where's
Oh
crossfield.
my gosh.
Nunu's got some clearance, and Nunu
Well
holds
done.
on.
Yep.
9-9.
I like this throw to Sando off of Scary right here. I don't know why this wasn't thrown.
Yeah.
Marty was kind of there, but that floated a little bit more. Wilson was going to gobble that up, but well done. Takes to 9-all. Now let's see if Southside can start rolling these Ds. I think before we started broadcasting, you mentioned that both these teams score very slowly, and this is a really low-scoring game. Like 9-all, this is not what you want to see in 75 minutes.
Yes.
We're back now, right?
Yeah, we are. It's just
Back to the dynamic chemistry that you're used to.
so when either the commentary's trash and the game is elite, or the game is trash and the commentary is elite. Can't have both. Can't have
We've
both
really
things.
hyped this game up. I'm sure everyone at home's really feeling it.
But here we are. 9-9. If you're going to fast forward the game, fast forward to now.
Yeah.
Mm.
Nunu, let's see a big outside in pull. Nope.
It's better than last time.
That's fine. But I feel like the wind's really dropped off. Tim
That's
has
a good pull.
utilised this. Nice. They've got themselves in the end zone and they've given it up.
Just
Is this
stepped
a
off.
zone?
Oh no,
This,
surely not.
Why?
They're just so good at walking through a zone.
Yeah.
There's no wind
No,
anymore.
like what happens? Like what happens in their brains that makes this
I don't
happen?
know. And there's no wind.
There's no wind. There's like less wind now than there has been in the entire game.
This is where you need a big old gust. And it becomes a strategic play of the game. There's a lefty backhand there by Vish, by the way.
Didn't like it. It's like he's not even pivoting on that forehand. There's no spin. It's just so easy.
Too much experience on this team.
Yeah.
Rattled.
When Johnny's throwing a forehand, you know you're not putting any pressure on.
I guess they're making them take a lot of passes.
I guess, but yeah, I feel like if the D is going to be generated, it's going to be off of Tim's hand block.
But then is it a good
Oh, somebody call a terrible travel or something.
But then if they do get the turnover on a hand block or an error, then it's a great decision.
Nah. I feel like if they've thrown this many throws, it's not a great decision. Like, they could have gotten a turnover ages ago with match. Has there been any points where they haven't got a turnover?
I don't think so. Not one I can remember.
Might be this one. This is just not... Clearly they don't watch our broadcast as well then.
Pardon?
Clearly they don't watch our broadcast.
Clearly, or they don't respect our opinions.
Yeah.
That's probably the more valid and likely option.
I feel like if you're going to respect any opinion of ours, make it this one.
Yeah.
No zones.
So
No zones allowed.
So when they play this team again, which they won't because the season's over.
But they are going to play my team next week, so zones.
Oh, yeah.
Like, the zone looks good.
No zone.
The zone looks great. Play it.
No zone allowed is what I'm going to call my team name next year.
Yeah.
If I've still got...
They put it in.
Well, the game's not over yet. The game is not over yet. I'm just a forever optimist, Sam.
It's like, so nothing. The only nothing worse. So you've lost the point. Nothing worse could happen in that point. But because you could either play match and you could also lose the point. It's the same result. But that chewed up 4 minutes of game time that you are now you are down a point.
Mm.
And they're also chewing up more game time by having a timeout now. Because they're knackered. They're knackered from the zone that didn't put on any pressure. Wow, that was the one sniff they had. And that's not a zone D. That's Tim being good at the mark. He could have been good at the mark in match.
That's true. Could have been. That's time cap. Are we allowed draws in Super League?
Is that time cap? We've got 1 more minute.
That's time cap.
Okay.
So it's
going to be game to 11. Oh, no. Game to whatever after this point. Correct?
Time cap occurs between points, so I don't know if it's finish the point, add one, or it's just add one.
I'm pretty sure it's finish the point, add one.
Finish the point, add one.
Because they've already finished the last point.
They look ready for it.
Yeah.
They're ready to bring it back.
So if you're on the field now, you've got to want the disc. You've got to want to get
Nunu's
the
off
D.
again. I'm sure. I think he's carrying an injury, but he's been playing well.
He said he wasn't. He said it's just hot.
He's been playing well this game.
I think he's played really well.
I think he's been one of the leaders.
If they score this, he needs to go on.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe just go sorry, Brian. Can I please go on?
Yeah, absolutely. I think you're within your right. I think Scary's taking a different approach to the captaincy I would do on this point. I'd be like, you off, you on, and that's it. That's all I'd do.
Yeah, this is the closest they've been to a victory.
Yeah, you want that, I'm all for not calling lines in Super League because you back the 10 you've drafted and they're all good players. But when you haven't won a game all season, rules change.
Can you guess for me?
Yeah.
The first captain to go winless in a season?
Has it ever happened before?
Yes, it's happened.
It wasn't Maddox, was it? Surely it was Maddox.
No, Maddox is a pretty good captain.
Tim Davis.
No, you know who. I don't think Tim Davis is ever captained. You know who they are, and you'll be like, "Oh, I'm an idiot for not."
Richard Klein.
No. Getting closer though.
Tom Roden.
No, closer.
Bruce.
Yeah.
Oh, of course. Of course.
And guess who never forgets that he went winless in the Super League?
Oh, everyone. I wouldn't let him. I would not let him forget it. That's it. Now walk it in. You got a full team today, Sam?
Oh,
Let's go.
that's it. No, that's not it.
No.
It's game to 12.
Game to 12. You got a full team?
I think we're missing Izzy and possibly Sam O'Connell. Oh no, there's Sam O'Connell.
Sam
I think we're
O'Connell's
missing
there.
Izzy, and
Yeah.
that's it. Do you have a full team?
We're missing Kevin. I'm not sure who else. Maybe Jin.
Maybe Jim.
Maybe Jin. I haven't seen him.
I think it's going to be a bit of a barn burner, I reckon.
Lani, if you're listening, I'm going to punch Sean in the face so he doesn't look pretty for wedding if they start winning. That is your warning. So text him now saying he's not allowed to play, or as I will black eye him.
Is Alice coming?
Yeah. Yeah, I think she should be.
This has been a good game though. Just the zone. The zone breaks me. Somehow Vish has gotten the pulling duties.
Pardon? Oh, well, and that's why he shouldn't really have pulling duties.
Well, he obviously had a plan, and he executed the plan.
If your plan is 6 out of 10 pull, then well done, you barely executed.
Yeah, but surely it's worse that,
That's a great That's a great shot.
Yep.
Brian, get out of there.
Oh, nope, not in.
Oh.
He's towed nothing.
He wants the 2 points for the assist.
Oh,
Tim.
Stevens
The
saves
assist from
the day.
Scary. Scary got the last touch on it. Connor got the last touch. I don't know. It's definitely not Brian's.
Nah, can we give the assist to Sando? Oh, Connor.
Oh, yeah, Scary does. Tim does a great job sweeping it up.
Yeah.
And
And holds it
now-
in the air like he meant to do it.
Close game. What do you reckon, Sue? Let's get...
I thought West Beach would win a little bit, but
Who are you supporting? No, no, not unconfirmed source. Who are you supporting?
ready to switch my eggs to the next box to the other basket, to Southside.
You got to go for the underdog, surely.
Yeah.
Unless
Who are you gonna? Yeah, that's
unless
true.
you're going to go home tonight with a grumpy West Beach Titan, then you have to go for Southside.
Shout out to Tori for putting up with Grumpy Wilsons.
And Deborah.
And Deb. Oh, Hong doesn't get.
Hong doesn't have emotions. So
No, Hong's
he's-
just elite. If
Yeah.
if they win, it's no.
Hong is not going to feel bad because he knows he did everything he could.
Hong is is just a being and an entity above physical Super League form.
Yeah, I think he got picked 4th round and he's played like a 4th round pick.
It's just what you get.
He's-
Such a big
yeah.
fan of Hong. He's just capable of moments of 3rd round picks.
Occasionally noticeable.
Scary looks like they've aged 40 years on this one game.
Yeah, this definitely puts some wrinkles on the forehead, I reckon.
Madx pull looks slowing down, stalls out, lands in.
No
Fielded
wins
by
right
Hong.
now, so
Good shuttling by
Fine.
Wes to stop the easy reset. It's really good
Someone's
by
been
Wes. No one's on
absolutely
Vish. Vish unloads.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. A
This
wet
is
flick.
exciting.
Looks.
Oh.
That's a D by Maddox.
Oh,
And the crowd goes, boo! The crowd is
Let's see if
booing.
we
That's
can
not
see
the
it again.
commentator, it's the crowd. Boo!
Oh, and Maddox kind of went back into him.
Maddox recreating, Wilson
No,
retracting.
Happy?
Wilson's
Okay.
happy. That's good spirit. We've seen good spirit in this game.
What do you think about this?
I think
Maddox
that's the
kind of-
wettest flick I've ever seen in my life. Fish?
It didn't deserve much. did
No,
it?
no, not at all. It's just really wet and high. I mean,
That jump from Maddox is pretty
yeah,
yuck.
Yeah. But also, Wilson should have caught it.
What's going on now?
Ah, it's going back.
Nope.
No,
Has someone tried to talk Wilson into?
I don't know. Wilson seemed to
holding the
back
flag?
out and then decide no.
I don't like that. Like, if you talk to the player and they retract their call, then you shouldn't.
Swings to Tim. Tim round to Brian.
Someone needs to get this off of Brian right now. Oh my God! No one's helping him.
Oh, that's good, Sando. Good.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God! And it's up. Payback round 2.
Yeah. No, madx.
Yeah, Maddox has called a foul.
He gave it to you.
And that's Karma, the team preceding outbreak.
I feel like Sando's. I'm not usually one to disparage Sando, but that was garbage
awful.
throw.
That was awful.
Let's put him on the stage. Let's recreate it.
It's gonna go back.
Oh, that's just such a bad throw, though. Like, just give it up.
Retracted call. Retracted call.
Yeah, I feel like he probably did foul Wilson.
Yeah, I mean, I think if Wilson got fouled, if Wilson didn't, Maddox didn't foul Wilson in the end zone, then I don't think that can be called a foul either.
I agree.
So I think that's two. At least they're consistent, and Wilson with the goal.
Yeah,
and that's game.
That's game.
Oh, that's a great game, and that's what Southside were capable of. But unfortunately, they've only showed up. So now they're going to get one level better and beat you guys next week. You sound nervous. That's a nervous laugh.
they're gonna be winning, and then they're gonna put on a zone, and then we'll just walk it in.
All right. Well, I've been Ben. You've been watching Ulti TV, and please like, subscribe, share, and sign up to the Patreon, where you can instigate your own Tim Cam.
Yeah, or just berate the players.
Yeah.
Just get in the comments and just tell them what they need to do better.
Usual.
Thanks, Ben.
Thanks, Sam.
I enjoyed our commentary together.
It's been a pleasure.
Let's go warm up.
Yeah, excellent.
For 5 minutes.
Ciao.
Ulti.tv